Sled by Kim Norman and illustrated by Liza Woodruff. On a sunlit night 'neath the snowy moon, there was one on a sled, then two, but soon there were 10 on the sled, and the caribou said, "Slip over, slide over." So they all slid over, and Seal spilled out, "How many's left on the sled?" There were 9 on the sled, and the caribou said, "It's snowing, get going." So they all got going, but Hare hopped out, "How many's left on the sled?" There were 8 on the sled, and the caribou said, "It's slicker, go quicker." So they all went quicker, but Sheep shot out, "How many's left on the sled now?" There were 7 on the sled, and the caribou said, "We're gliding, keep riding." So they all kept riding, but Walrus rolled out, "How many's on the sled?" There were 6 on the sled, but the caribou said, "We're lighter, hold tighter." So they all held tighter, but Fox flipped out, "How many's left?" There were 5 on the sled, and the caribou said, "Great thunder, duck under." So they all ducked under, but Squirrel squeezed out, "How many's left on the sled?" There were 4 on the sled, and the caribou said, "They're chasing, keep racing." So they all kept racing, but Wolf wiped out, "How many's left on the sled?" There were 3 on the sled, and the caribou said, "We're winning, no spinning." So they all quit spinning, but Moose muddled out, "How many's left on the sled now?" There were 2 on the sled, and the caribou said, "Keep trying, we're flying." So they both kept flying till Bear bellowed out, "There were 2, and 1 fell off. How many's on the sled now?" There was 1 on the sled, and the caribou said, I'm lonely. I'm chilled to the bone. A ranger likes flying, but never alone." So 1 through 10 all leaped on again for one more run and a little more fun in the moonlit land of the midnight sun. The end.